Alright. Wasn't sure if I was going to make a video about this, but after thinking about it, I finally had to give my 2 cents on the WWE Hall of Fame event that happened last night. All in all, it was a pretty decent show. I liked the inductees. You had the Honky Tonk Man, you had Harlem Heat, you had DX and their craziness. But I have to bring up the whole craziness with the whole Hart Foundation inductee speech and the crazy dude that decided he wanted to jump in and tackle Bret Hart on live TV in the middle of a stadium where the entire ring is surrounded by about several hundred wrestlers, anywhere from the New Day to the Revival to even the older guys, from DX and Baron Corbin. I mean, you're surrounded by hundreds of dudes that fake beat each up for a living, and I just have to wonder what was going through this guy's mind. And as it's been a few hours since the event happened. More information has come out about this particular imbecile, and finding out that he's an amateur MMA fighter by the name of Zachary Madsen from Nebraska. He's 26 years old, and I'm trying to figure out, one, what was his beef with Bret Hart, because 26 years ago Bret Hart was, basically over. When I say over, almost done with wrestling, and so I'm not sure what was going through this, moron's brain. Maybe he just wanted to attack anybody. But the fact was, you have Bret Hart, who's suffered his share of strokes and medical issues over the years. The man is over 60 years old. He's not in the prime of his life. Why, attack Bret Hart? Was it something personally against Bret Hart, or was it just he just figured that was the easiest guy to attack? If he really wanted to attack somebody weak, he could have attacked that, lady and looked like a pure asshole. I don't know. Anyway, so he goes in there and attacks Bret Hart, and no sooner than he attacks Bret Hart, he is instantly surrounded by a million wrestlers, anywhere from, Shane McMahon, if you want to call him a wrestler, if you will. You had Ronda Rousey's husband, I forget his name, Travis something, who, if you actually go out there and watch the video, there's several videos out there in the world. You see this guy, get in several shots on this dude's head. And ultimately, as he's being carried out by all these wrestlers and everything, and I have to give shouts out to Dash Wilder from the Revival. He gets this massive right hook on the guy, and it basically knocks the guy out cold. A lot of people out there in the Twitterverse and everything has been giving props to Dash. I've given props out to Dash. And, hopefully, nothing comes out from it, civilly or whatever against Dash. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents out there because I was watching the Hall of Fame, I was watching it and, listening to them talk and everything, because the Hall of Fame is not the most exciting of experiences. And granted, this guy has given us stuff to talk about, so I have to say about that, but no way should this be action be condoned in any way, shape, or form. But as I'm watching and listening, all of a sudden I just hear, some rustling and the screen go black, and then I'm like, oh, holy crap, what the hell's going on? And then, the feed comes back on, and, the camera's showing fan reactions and everything. And then finally, it goes back to the ring, and then we're seeing kind of the aftermath of what happened. And in all honesty, I understand why, during live feeds, people do not want to show this happening to avoid, copycat situations happening, because in the NFL and a lot of live sports, when you see people running onto the field, the cameras cut away, and they, maybe the announcer might bring it up, but you know what? Go ahead and show it. Show the guy jumping in the ring or whatever. Show him getting his ass kicked, and that should serve as a lesson to everybody else. You don't do these things. Address it. Talk about the elephant in the room. Don't let these things happen. Of course they say, well, if you bring attention to it, then that's what the person wants, and that the person wins. Well, in all honesty, if you show it and you show the guy getting his ass kicked, that would tell me I wouldn't want to do that. I already have, 2 cents in my head, so, maybe not 3 cents or 4 cents. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but even I know, you don't jump in the middle of the ring. And, let the guy go to jail, spend a couple days in jail, but unfortunately, his name has been released. I already said it earlier. They show, his face, his mugshots. That dude's life is officially kaput, especially in this day and age. And granted, we're probably going to see interviews with him, on late night talk shows or whatever. Why did you do this and all this kind of stuff? And he's going to give his 2 cents. But the guy is just pure, scum. He's pure trash. He's just going out there trying to make a name for himself, and that's really sad. We are in this day and age where everybody has cell phones out and everything. The information's already out there, and we all know what happened. And it was out there in the Twitter world within seconds. So, in my opinion, WWE and all those other guys, when these things happen, go ahead and show it. It's already going to be out there anyway. So, anyway, but like I said, props out to Dash Wilder. Props out to Ronda Rousey's husband. Everybody that was able to get in the shot on the dude, more power to him. Because when you cross that line, all bets are off. And I wholeheartedly believe that. So, anyway, give me your thoughts on the whole situation. What did you think should have happened? Should WWE should have shown it happening instead of cutting to black and then showing, the crowd? Do you think it was right for the wrestlers to each get a shot in on the guy as they're carrying him out of the ring? Let me know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Post it in the comments below. And if you want to hear more of what I have to say when it comes to wrestling or video games or movies or TV shows, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.